Sup everybody, this is my new license plate holder delete kit from New Rage Cycles. I'm just gonna put this over here so I don't drop shit. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be doing today. It comes with the integrated turn signal, license plate holder. These are like the mounting brackets and other hardware. All right, well, with any easy install, there's always one little thing that's super annoying that you get stuck on for a while. So I got it pretty much taken out. There's one Torx bit to T20 that holds that up. And then up here, these two holes, this Allen wrench, I want to say 4mm, bam bam, drop those out. Now we got, I don't even know if you can see it here, there's two little bastards right there. Let's see, bam, and bam. So that's what I'm stuck on. I'm gonna get those out and keep y'all posted. All right, so I figured it out. So you have to be fortunate enough to have an extra long Allen wrench. I don't know what size this is. I just got lucky on the first try. And then this is just to give you extra leverage. Bam, look at that. Oh, nasty. So now you can just whoop. See, it's dropping down every time I. That was cool. Get in there. But yeah, you gotta like fish it all the way from the top. So it won't work if you use the short end. It's too tall. So you gotta fish it from the top. Now you just drop it down. Drop it on down. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. All right, so now I got that ugly thing off. I'm gonna test to see if I hook the lights up right. That looks good. Left turn signal. All right, nice. All right, so the big brain's at Ducati, if you aren't paying attention. And whenever you took everything off, they labeled it for you. Let me turn this back to 0.1. So the right turn signal is labeled DX, and the left turn signal is labeled XS. So, and then obviously the middle one, just it's pretty self-explanatory. So now you have double-sided tape. I gotta peel that off. And there's one bolt that goes in the middle. Holds that up there, so I gotta clean this off. It's always a good idea to clean your surfaces before you put any adhesive on. So that's what I'm doing now. Okay, I lied. So you need that long bolt, but the hardware pack has 3 lock nuts on it. You take one of the lock nuts, the long bolt, and there will be a big weird half moon shaped washer. That's what the bolt will thread into. Right here, it goes through the same hole that the wiring harness for the brake lights go through, or tail lights go through. So just keep that in mind. So right now I have it mocked up. I got pulled that back, so that way now all I gotta do is line it up and we'll be good to go. All right. Okay, I got the tail light on. Now I'm gonna mount the plate. But first, let me explain to y'all. So they have this like triangle bracket that mounts to this. Give you 2 lock washers or lock nuts, and then they have the flush-headed T30 bolts, right? and then there's like a countersink hole on one side of this bracket. Make sure that's on the top, right? I've had to redo this like 4 fucking times, so save yourself some time, don't do it again. Now, what I found is if you put it under the foot pegs, sorry, I already took those out, but if you put it under the foot peg, your bolt's not long enough to reach, to like catch some threads, so you have to fish it through here. Now to fish it through there, you have to put weight down on your foot pegs at the same time while you're sliding this in there. And then you should have enough clearance to get your bolts through. So that's what I'm going to do. I turn the camera off. Also, the previous owner left me a cool little surprise, or that Ducati tag, whoever worked on this piece of shit. It's not a piece of shit. It's a good bike. I'm just, yeah. Okay. They gave me 2 different bolts for this. So one of them is, I think, a 5mm Allen head bolt, which is shorter, which is even harder. So this one is actually better. So this one's a T40 Torx. But yeah, you can see the difference. That one's an Allen, top one's a Torx. This one's longer, same thread pattern, but yeah, so I have to use 2 different tools to get in here, which I might be screwed on this one in a minute when I go to tighten it up, but we'll see. But yeah, that's how it looks. She looks good. She's looking schmexy. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys. That's it. That's all she wrote. Yeah, look at it. Looks good. Fits up pretty good. The only hard part is I got stuck here, and then I dropped this bolt that bolts up the foot peg. So that's where this whole mounting bracket goes. And I dropped it, and what do you know? It fell down in there, and I can't get it. So I got one side bolted up. So if I have a backpack, they're just gonna have to hold on. Eventually one day I'll find another bolt that'll fit there, but I've been on this thing for like way too long, so yeah. I'm done, that's it. Bam, look at that, damn, sexy. But yeah. If you want one of these, uratecycle.com, or I got mine off Amazon, but it's the same people. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty decent for the price. It's plug and play. Getting to these bolts is the biggest pain in the ass. That's the hardest part of the install, is really just the bracket. So if you can get something that mounts up right here instead, that would probably be the way to go. But, all right, guys. Well, peace out.